Rosa's diary.
Hello. Well, today I have decided to cover some of my polymer clay tools with polymer clay. So I have a box of these tools and a lot of them have wooden handles. I mean, they were okay how they were, but I had a lot of canes and everything that I was practicing with that I really didn't know what to do with the leftover clay. So I got the bright idea to let's just cover my clay tools. I'm just going to be covering these wood ones today and these purple ones. So these are the ones that I previously did. They've been baked and everything, and they came out pretty good. Now on a couple of them, I do have places where I got a real bad bubble up of clay, but these are just for my use. They're not going to anybody but me, but they all came out pretty nice. And this is all done with leftover clay that I was playing with. So I'm just going to take this first one, and this is a cane that I made, a flower cane that didn't come out so great. I think you've seen this in another video. I have rolled it out and rolled it into somewhat of a bullet cane, I guess. And I am just going to slice through it really quick because it gives me a different pattern when I roll it up like this. And I am just piecing them all together so that I can roll them and make them into one sheet. And here is our sheet right here. I have rolled it all out and I'm just trying to flatten it out so that I can put my first tool on top of it to roll it up. And I am putting a little bit of Bacon Bond on the wood tools just so that the clay sticks. And this is the first one. And I am just going to lay it out and cut off the excess. And then roll it into one and cut it at the crease. And it was a little bit sticky because it was old clay and it had been in my hand so many times, so it was pretty sticky. So it's a really pretty pattern. I think that came out really nice. It's a nice little pretty pattern to have around the tool, and I'm rolling it just to make sure it's kind of even before I cut off the ends. After I get it how I want it, I just get the blade and just slice around in a circle motion to get off that excess. And just tighten it up and make it look a little bit better. And just laying it out on my baking sheet to prepare it to be baked. And here is the next two. These have plastic handles, so that's why I was just showing them. You don't have to worry about them going in your oven. They did not melt. And that one is completed. And this is the next day because it took me 2 days to do this because I needed to figure out which clay that I was going to use. So I just stuck with the one that I was using and I condensed it down into a square so that I can slice into it and maybe come up with a different pattern. And the pattern was a little bit different than before. I was happy with it, so I just kept slicing it up and laying it out. And here is the whole piece. On to the next. Just rolling up another one into that same clay that I had just rolled out. I really like the pattern that that piece of clay made. Finally, these are all of my pins that I have just baked and now I am going to coat them with a little bit of gloss just to make them a little shiny. I like for my pieces to have a little bit of a shine on them. And this is my gloss in my own little jar that I put it in. And there they are, all baked, all done, and ready for me to use. Thank you for watching. You have a great day.